Hello, and yes, it's me right now, Miss Akira and her egos. Oh, I don't know what you're gonna be today, but oh well, I'm the relaxed ego. Anywho, I just want to talk about something that's been on my mind a couple of days, well, a week or so, put it like that. And that's the fact that people that I personally know continue to ask me why I don't go to church anymore. So I'm just gonna clear this up. I don't go to church anymore. Well, the church that I went to. I'm still looking for a church to go to that I feel comfortable at, but I don't go to the church that I'm used to going to with my mother and my family anymore because it's a lot of fraudulent people in the church. Now, I know they say the majority of the fake people do go to church, but it's different when it's people that you don't know. Like when we went to Houston, when I moved to Houston, and we went to the church. I liked it. I understood it, whether or not the people were judging, and so they say all Christians judge. That's a fucking lie, because if you're a true Christian, you're not going to judge, because that's not your place. But anywho, we went there. It was nice. I liked it. I didn't feel like anybody was staring at me and talking and this, that, and the third. But, at the church that I've been going to since I was a child, even though we left and we came back, it's still the same people there. And it's like, I've been knowing you practically my whole life, but yet y'all are just fake. And my example for this fakeness is one. Actually, I have lots of examples. I'll start off with this one. You see me in public. You don't speak to me. You don't acknowledge me, whatever. Then you see me with my mother, who goes to church all the time. Oh, hey, how you doing? And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you must be on some good crack. Because the last time I saw you, which wasn't too long ago, you didn't speak to me and you acted like you didn't see me. Oh, but today you can see, you got 20/20 vision, huh? Yeah, that upsets me. Don't talk to me because I'm with my mother. Talk to me, because you want to. Don't think just because you see me, you got to speak. Hi, little boy. You want to say hi? Look. Look, say hi. Say hi. Yeah. Say bye-bye. Yeah. And the second reason why I say the people in my church are fake is because, okay, I have a job now. Everybody knows I work. Yeah, I work. That's why I'm not on here as much, but I work. I'm not going to say where I work because that might jeopardize my job, but I work. And two of the sisters from the church were there. Had one of the little children with them, and I'm thinking the little boy didn't know me because I hadn't been to church in so long. But he was like, hey. Then he came and he ran up and hugged me and he spoke to me, and I was like, oh, how you been? Good? He's like, yeah, we talked. And he kept telling the two sisters that he were with. I'm not going to be around the bush with it, but Pat and Annie. I'm just going to throw those two names out there because that's who he was with. And if you go to my church, you know who I'm talking about. Pat, she's nice. I love Miss Pat. I have nothing personally against her, but he was trying to get them to see me. They kept turning around like that, over the shoulder turn. And I'm like, okay, I know you see me. Am I supposed to say hi first? I don't know, but I was taught whoever sees who first, that's who needs to be greeted. So, hey, you saw me because the baby made sure you saw me. But anywho, just act like they didn't see me. So I was like, okay, I'm not finna trip because that just further proves my thought on people I go to church with. They're fucking fake. They want to speak to you at church, but outside of church, it's like, you ain't been to church in a while, so we're just going to distance ourselves from you. If you are a true Christian, you should be trying to see why my ass ain't in church. Anywho, take me a breather. But get this. Not 2 days after this episode happened, not 2 days after this incident happened, I saw her by herself, patted by herself at work. She's like, oh, hey, how you doing? I just looked, I said, oh, you can speak today. And she just looked and I walked off. Don't speak to me because you're by yourself and not with other people of the church. If you're going to speak to me, you should have spoke to me the day when you saw me. So that further pushes me to not want to go to that church, because how am I going to see you and you're the deacon's wife. How am I going to go to church with people that act like as soon as somebody leaves church or is absent, you don't have to address them? That doesn't bother me, but it bothers me because, you know, I can't say I'm comfortable going to that church, but, you know, I know the people at that church. So, you know, of course you're going to be more comfortable where you know people at. So I'm like, you know, my mother always says, you know, it's not the people that make the church, you know, you got to go for yourself. I'm like, yeah, but how am I going to go when I'm not comfortable? Hey, you little boy. When I'm not comfortable being at the church with the people. I'm not going to go into other details, but if you know me and you go to my church, you know what I mean. Almost everybody in the church that's of a rank got some issues going on in their life. And we're just going to leave it at that. But, you know, I'm just tired of people always wondering, you know. They don't ask me straight out. They'll be like, you ain't been to church in a while. Okay. I know I don't go to church. I love the Lord. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to go to church where I feel like everybody's staring at me. Everybody's mumbling about me. Like, for example, when I moved to Houston. I left my town when I graduated. Went to school. Then I moved to Houston. Me and my boyfriend came down for a visit. We took my nephew to church with me. He was little, the little boy you just saw ago. We took him to church with us when he was a baby. And he hadn't really been to church because, you know, he doesn't go with my mom. So everybody just kept turning around randomly like, you've been gone for quite a while and now you pop back up with a kid. And somebody actually had the nerve to ask me if that was my child. I was like, no. He's not my child, that's my nephew. And they're like, oh, well, I'm just saying. And I'm thinking, you are seriously not even 2 minutes out of church and you asking me if the reason I left was because I got pregnant? Woman, who? So yeah, I'm just on the hunt for a new church home. I have one in mind. It's just the fact that I'm kind of nervous about going. But I shouldn't be because we used to go to that church. And then we went out there to the woods and we got kept in the cold. But hey, it's my POV. So for all you people that have reasons why you don't go to church and people are still staring at you, it is okay. They're just mad because your life is still good while they're suffering. Damn people. Anywho, remember, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't, who will?